Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and this is Friday Power Flow. We're going to get right into it, so come on your mat and join me in Child's Pose. Coming onto your mat, coming into your Child's Pose. You can have your knees wide with your arms forward. You might work with your knees together and your arms alongside. You can feel it out. Start to feel your breath. Take a big inhale. Then a big exhale. A long breath in, fill up. Then a big breath out, empty out. Letting your shoulders soften. You can extend through your arms and your hands gently. Noticing where you are, noticing as space becomes available. Instead of just pushing or forcing, there's definitely a balance in this practice. It's strengthening, movement, also softening and stillness. Take another big breath in, and a long breath out. It's really nice to feel where you are and allow yourself to feel for coming back into balance. So it's not just in this practice, these qualities, but in ourselves, in our day, in our lives. So even if you can't join me for this whole practice, if you're watching this right here, right now, just take a couple of breaths with me. Let's take a big breath in, then a long breath out. A big inhale, and a big exhale. And then go ahead and take your hands a little more forward, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, and come on into your downward facing dog. And I do hope that if you are watching this, that you'll stick with me, that you'll practice with me, maybe just for a few more moments, but maybe for the whole time that we're here. It's only a 30-minute practice. Setting your hands and setting your feet. Set your gaze or close your eyes. And if you are newer to the practice, you might check out my Couch to Mat Yoga Challenge from January a couple years ago. That's a great place to start. But this is also a great place to start. Set your hands, set your feet, set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. One more big inhale here. As you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front of your mat. Set your feet, they can be together apart. Soften your knees and rise to stand. Reach up, hands reach high, heart lifts, a big inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Set your gaze. You can lower your gaze or close your eyes. You might set your intention for your practice today. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Inhale, sweep up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up, set your foundation, knees lifted or lowered, shift forward, halfway down or all the way down, low push-up, elbows squeeze in. A big breath in, upward facing dog, maybe your cobra or your low cobra, and as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. And I am in my studio today, Sanctuary Power Yoga, and there seems to be a lot going on. If you hear voices, there's a salon downstairs. I'm part owner in that, and I think they have a couple of people down there. They are gutting the building next door. I hear them throwing stuff in the dumpster. There's a lot going on, but there's always a lot going on, right? And that is so much of why we get onto our mat. Take another big breath in. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Well, you get on your mat and I get on mine. Halfway lift, inhale, fold forward, exhale. Inhale, rise up, reach and lift, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to your mat, high push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. Maybe a little bit of movement here. If you want to walk out your dog, move your head or your hips around. All of the movement in this practice intentional. Notice what you're doing. Feel what you're doing. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise up. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Empty out. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga. Low push-up. You can step or jump back. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. A big breath in. And a full breath out. Once more, a big inhale. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet. Put a big bend to your knees. Weight of your body in your heels. Feet are set, toes are soft. You can reach your hands higher, work with your hands at your heart. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a full exhale. Once more, deep breath in here. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale. Upward dog, exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Big step. Rise up, reach up. Lift up out of your hips. Set your feet so you can lift up out of your hips. Reach your hands higher. Work with your hands at your heart. Set your foundation. Set your intention. Set your gaze or close your eyes. And as you feel that you are here, you can hopefully begin to feel for lifting up, lightening up. A big breath in. And a long breath out. One more big inhale. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Woo. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. That was interesting. Big bend in your left knee. Back toes point a little bit forward. Set your gaze or close your eyes. You can notice the distractions, and that's a great place to begin, noticing the distractions, then allowing yourself to come back, choosing to come back. A big inhale, and a big exhale. A deep breath in, and a long breath out. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps, warrior one, back foot flat. Rise up. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Come up. Exhale, hands back to your mat. Chaturanga, low push-up. Upward dog, a full breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Downward dog, or you can add in your child's pose here. You can add in child's pose at any point during your practice, add in any variations that feel good for you. Take a long breath in. And a big breath out. Once more, a full inhale. Exhale, lightly, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, sit down, sit back, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps, warrior one, back foot flat. Come up, reach high. Exhale, hands to your mat. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Rise up, open out, warrior two. Adjust your feet. Feel your feet. Feel your intention, feel your breath. And then you can adjust. Take a longer stance, still grounded and steady. If you notice that you're not in line with your intention, choose to refocus. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a big breath in. Then a long breath out. You don't have to push or force yourself into alignment. But you notice when you're not in alignment, you notice when you feel a little bit off. Allow yourself to be here, to come back, be in your strength and power, at ease, and enjoy. A deep breath in, and a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Keep the big bend in your front knee. You can ease off and then come back to it. With the bend in your front knee, lift from your left hip, lengthen through your left side body, lengthen through your right leg. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps again, warrior one, rise up. And open out to your warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior, side angle, Parsva Konasana, left elbow lightly on your left leg. Right arm extends up, adjust your feet. You still have your warrior two, feet and legs. A long stance, but not so long that you find yourself hanging on. Right? And you can still connect through the baby toe side of your back foot, like the whole back foot, your whole front foot, space between your toes. Take a deep breath in. Then a long breath out. Wrap your top arm around behind your back. Come on into your half bind. Maybe you play around with your full bind. Staying long through your spine. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Dip into your front knee. Take a big breath in. Then a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Maybe a little more bend in that front knee. Reach your top arm up. From here, right hand down to your mat. Spin to the ball of your right foot. Walk your left foot a little to your left. And twist to your left. Left arm up to the sky. Now you're drawing your left knee into your center line. Keeping your back knee lifted or drop it down. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, left hand comes down. Left foot steps back. Come on into your high push-up. Pause here. Left hand under your left shoulder. Heels to your left. Side plank Vashisthasana. From here, you can drop your back foot, your top foot rather, back behind you. Right toes will point towards the back edge of your mat. You might be able to spin your left foot flat. You can kind of adjust where you have your right foot so your knee is over your ankle. And then start to lift up and go back. So a little bit of a back bend, lifting out of your left shoulder, lengthening through your right arm, your left leg. Take a really big inhale. And as you exhale, come all the way back around. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward once more. Warrior one, rise up, open out to your warrior two. Straighten your left leg, pivot your toes to the side, feet parallel or pigeon-toed. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Lift your chest, your heart, a big inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward. Hands come up and over for the shoulder rinse. You can let your head drop here. Feet are set. Weight of your body, maybe a little more forward into the balls of your feet. A deep breath in, and a big breath out. One more full inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Hands under your shoulders, come halfway up. Pivot around towards the back of your mat. Right toes point towards the back. Left foot steps to meet your right. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Rise and reach and lift. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up step or jump back. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Take a long breath in and a big breath out. Another full inhale here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Sit down, sit back, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one, come up, reach high. Exhale, hands to your mat. Chaturanga, low push-up. Upward dog, a full breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Right foot steps now, warrior one. Rise up, open out, warrior two. Your right foot flat and straight, knee tracks over ankle. Back toes, you can adjust the angle so they point toward the side, maybe a little forward, which is a little more backward because we're facing the back of our mat. Try not to get sucked into that kind of stuff. It happens a lot, right? The often random stuff that comes up in our heads. And the next thing you know, we're down the rabbit hole. Stay here. Set your gaze or close your eyes, grounded through your feet. Long through your arms, shoulders are soft. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Find a place that works to land your left hand. Maybe it makes its way around to the top of your right thigh. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps again. Warrior one. Rise up. Open out. Warrior two. Right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Parsva Konasana. Your right elbow lands lightly, intentionally, but lightly on your right leg. Left arm equally intentionally extends up. And you can pay attention to these different parts of your body. Let them all connect and integrate. And so really, ultimately, you're paying attention to your whole body, your whole being. And you are fully present, fully engaged, just for this moment, just for this breath. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Take your top arm, wrap it around behind your back, working with your half bind, maybe playing around with your full bind, working with your body, and yeah, playing around a little bit. Feeling that you've shown up. Feeling your body, your breath, your intention, a big inhale, and a big exhale. Right knee still tracking over your right ankle, grounded through your back foot. Left shoulder rolls back a bit here. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Really nice. Reach your top arm up. Your left hand comes down to your mat under your left shoulder. Spin to the ball of your left foot. You can walk your right foot a little to your right. Come into your twist. Take your right arm up to the sky. You can always put a block under your left hand. Right knee draws into your center line. Back knee lifted or lowered. Take a deep breath in here. Right hand comes down. Step back to your high push-up. Here, your right hand under your right shoulder, heels to your right. Side plank, Vashisthasana. So as we set this up, you can drop the bottom knee, but you can also take that top foot, drop it back behind you. Left foot is flat, right toes spin towards the front of your mat. Lift out of your right shoulder. Use your left foot. Press up, lift up. Lengthen to the right leg. You can drop that left arm back behind you. Even drop your gaze. Beautiful. Take a big inhale and then come all the way around. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Rise up. Open out. Warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Drop your hands. Toes pivot towards the side. Once more, you can interlace your fingers at your low back. Maybe the opposite thumb on top. Switch your fingers. Lift as you inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. A deep breath in here. Then a big breath out. Let your head drop. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Come halfway up. Once more, fold forward. You can add in a different hand variation. If you want to play around with your tripod, walk your feet closer together. And come down to your knees. Hands about shoulder width, your head more forward of your hands. And then I like to bring knees to the backs of elbows. And you can lift your feet. Maybe you take one foot up at a time. If you're playing around with coming into your tripod from your prasarita, you can keep your feet wide, walk your hands back a little bit, drop your head down. Head is always in front of the hands. And then start to lift your feet up. There comes a point where literally your feet will just float up with enough practice. The first time someone said that to me, I did not believe them, right? But it happens. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And then come halfway up. Walk back around towards the front of your mat. Set your hands, right foot steps to meet your left. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Lift and reach, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog, or your child's pose. And I could tell you, whoops, there goes my mic. Tell you to trust me about the headstand thing, but I think it's probably more about trusting yourself. There comes a point where you trust yourself and you can lift off. Take one more big breath in. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise to stand. Lift and reach. Dancer. Left foot standing. Right hand drops by your side. Bend your right knee. Catch your right foot back behind you, the big toe or the baby toe side of your foot. Gently draw your right knee into your center line and start to lift up. Press your right foot into your right hand. You'll begin to tip forward. Feel for balancing that out. The foot lifts, your chest lifts. Maybe you take your gaze up, long through your left leg, long through your left arm. Take a big inhale here, and then gently release. Switch sides. Right foot standing, right hand high, left hand comes by your side. You can catch the big toe or the baby toe side of the foot. As you breathe, begin to lift. Left foot in your left hand, left shoulder rolls back. Steady connection through your right foot, chest high here. Take a really big inhale and gently release. Sweep up, reach up, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog or your child's pose. Take a really big breath in and empty out. Another big inhale here. As you exhale, step or jump your feet through your hands. Come to seated. Feet reach forward, hands reach forward. Low belly draws in up. Lower back slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hover, take your feet wide. Crisscross one on top of the other for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center, hover and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower down. Set your feet on your mat for your bridge or your wheel. Feet about hips width distance, maybe a little bit wider. Sometimes it works to brush your heels. Lift up. And here, as your hips lift, notice if you can feel the alignment. Knees over ankles, arms and hands alongside. Maybe they interlace under your low back. Take a deep breath in, then a long breath out. A big inhale, and a big exhale. You can set your gaze here or close your eyes. Toes are soft. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, come down. If you want to come down, you might stay lifted. And once more, come up, rise up, a bridge or wheel, any variation. And if you want to add in rest, you can add in rest. All of this can be restorative, whether it's wheel or shavasana. It's what you need. Trust yourself. Take one more big inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Come onto your back. Soles of your feet together, knees wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Deep, full breath in. Open your mouth, empty out. Release the breath, release your jaw. That other stuff that you might be hanging on to, a big inhale. Big exhale. As you release, even just for a breath, the space to feel that you are here. Draw your knees to your chest and come on into your happy baby. Knees wide. If you want to add a little bit of movement, you can add in some movement. And draw your knees to your chest. Start to find some forward and back movement. Rock forward, plant your hands, and make your way back to your downward dog. You can move through your flow, or just step back. If you want to add in a tabletop with some cat-cows, go for it. Bring your feet together here a little forward. Right leg extends to the sky. Bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. And if you want to flip your dog, you can flip your dog. If you're not sure about that, you might come a little more forward to your high push-up, right? Almost like we did in that side plank variation, right? But if you want to flip, you can flip, lift out of your shoulder or your shoulders, and make your way into your half pigeon. You can set up the variation on your back. You can add in a block under a hip, your chest, or your forehead. Take a deep breath in. Empty out. Settling in here, just a few breaths. Especially if you get distracted or you start to feel overwhelmed by the sense of how long am I going to be here? A big inhale, then a full exhale. One breath at a time. Take a deep inhale here, and a big exhale. Set your hands under your shoulders. Make your way back to your downward facing dog, whatever movement you might want to add in. Feet come together and forward, left leg to the sky. Bend the left knee or down dog hip opener. Again, you can slide forward, right, to more of a plank and flip it over. Or from here, you can just let the foot pull you over. Lift out of your shoulder or your shoulders, whichever variation you're in. And then when you're ready, come on around, take your time. Half pigeon, which might be similar to the other side, or it might be different. If you're here, just in this breath, you can feel what you're working with. As you feel not just your body, but your heart, your spirit, you do feel that you can trust yourself on your mat, off your mat. And take a long breath in. And a big breath out. Letting your head land here. You can check in with your fingers, soften them. You draw your toes. Another deep breath in. And a big breath out. And then hands under your shoulders, come up, sweep your back leg forward. Lie down on your back. If you want to move through your downward dog, draw your knees to your chest. You can move through a downward dog or a flow. Take your knees over to your right. Just a gentle twist here, any variation you like. And come through center. Take your knees to the other side. Switch your twist. Back to center. Any last poses or adjustments that you want to add in? We'll set up for Shavasana. And whatever you need for your Shavasana. Add in props. Take your legs up if you like. Take a really deep, full breath in here. Empty out. Allowing yourself to come back into balance, to center, to realign. And in this realignment, you can trust yourself. One more big breath in. Empty out. Here you can wiggle your fingers and toes. Just bring some gentle movement to your body. When you're ready, you can draw your knees to your chest. You might roll to one side, make your way to seated. Hands to your heart. Set your gaze. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. And together, let's take a deep breath in. Long breath out. And drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining me for practice today, Friday Power Flow. I am in my studio, and I'm here almost every day. So if you're interested in practicing with me live and in person or virtually or a longer class, check out the link below. Check out my Patreon, where I have longer classes as well. And most important, well, I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi, if you don't know that by now. And most important, take care of yourself, take care of each other. And I'll see you soon.